Hello again, I'm Lou Ronayne, and I'm here with my dear friend Gene Frederick. We've been fortunate enough this week to spend a few days with you and Susan at your wonderful home at Cedar Creek Lake in Dallas. It's been just a great time, and during that time, Gene and I always get together, and of course, we talk about real estate. That's what we do, and we've done it for almost 20 years now. And Gene shared a couple of really interesting stories with me, and one in particular that I wanted him to share with everybody else because they don't usually hear this about you. So, Gene, welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Lou. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for letting me on today. What I want to tell you all, and Lou and I started talking about when I sold real estate, we both got in real estate around the same time in the mid-'80s, was probably like yourselves, myself, I did not have a great first year. I don't know if everybody's not rookie of the year, right? It just drives me crazy when everybody goes, hey, how did you make it? Came from the accounting field. I was a financial analyst. So when I got in real estate, I sold 14 homes my first year. I thought it was awesome. But what I will tell you is 14 homes at an average sales of $100,000 a year, 100,000 a home, you know, I didn't make a whole lot of money. So I went to a seminar late that year. And I can remember we both started with Tommy Hopkins way back when. And he had a boot camp. And here's what I want to share with you. I came back from that boot camp fired up. I mean, I had my goals written down for the first time in my life. And here's what I want you guys to take away from this today. I actually wrote what I was going to do my second year in real estate in detail, Lou. In detail. I'm going to sit this many open houses. I'm going to do this many door knocking or whatever I was going to do. I had it detailed out. I came to my manager in January of 1986, and I'll never forget this. And I presented my plan. Here's what I'm going to do. And she said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to sell 50 homes my second year in real estate. Do we want to keep going with the buzzing in the background? That's okay. Can you hear?
Let's try.
Let's try. Let's see if you can hear it. He's blowing off stuff off the roof. That's okay. We're at our lake house. That's
how we roll.
That's how we roll. We're rolling live with the guy blowing leaves off the lake house roof. So let's bring it back. Had an okay first year, 14 homes, kind of struggled. Went to a seminar, came back, wrote everything down. Come to my manager, I'll never forget her. Her name was Agnes. I don't want to say her last name because she's a beautiful woman. She didn't know what she was doing, but Agnes said, Gene, what are you going to do next year? And I laid it out. I mean, I had it all written out on notebook paper. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell 50 homes. Well, guess what Agnes did? She started to laugh at me. Literally belly laughing. She goes, Gene, nobody in our company has ever sold 50 homes in a year. How do you expect to sell 50 homes your second year? Well, the person next to her was my broker. Thank heaven, his name is Mike Brody, good friend of mine now. And Mike says, Gene, he just cut her off and said, Gene, I think you can do anything you want to do. You set your mind to.
I can hear Mike saying that.
You know, wasn't he a great leader?
Yeah.
And I went, boom, here I was thinking, oh my gosh, am I setting too high a goals? Am I just, what the deal is? Well, guess what, guys? Let's fast forward through my second year. I know it's going to be really hard to believe. I go to the awards banquet. There were 650 agents in our company. 650 agents. Of the 650 agents, I thought, and I knew how many homes I sold. I said, guess what? I sold 56 homes my second year. I'll just cut to the chase. And I thought, I wonder where that ranks. So they start doing the awards deal. 20, 19, nothing. We get to the top 10, I'm going, there's no way I'm in the top 10. They get to number 5, number 4, number 3. They get to number 1, they call my name. I can't believe it, Lou. I was like, wait. I sold more homes than anybody out of 650 agents my second year in real estate. 56 homes. I get up and I get the award and I go, wow. And now Agnes is there. Oh my gosh, right? The one that told me I shouldn't do it. Now here's what I want to relate to you though. I'd only been in this for 2 years. The reason I sold 56 homes my second year is I wrote my goals down. I want you guys right now to write your goals down for the first time in your own handwriting. Please do this. You don't understand. All people that do this. Oh, poor guy's gonna get yelled out by Deb. Yeah. It's okay. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to write your goals down, okay? Now, the other thing I want you to do, now at the awards banquet, Lou, we were talking about this the other day. the president of the company came up to me and she goes, hey, what are you going to do? Gene, that was unbelievable. You're number one, 56 homes. What are you going to do next year? I took out of my pocket, my coat pocket, my goals for the next year.
Oh, you're prepared.
No, it was already. It was January. And I said, well, here's what I'm going to do next year. I'm going to sell 100 homes. Poor guy can't. And so what I want to tell you guys is I always have that stuff written down. Do you guys have your goals with you right now? Do you have them written down? Write them down. Have them with you at all times. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. So that's the main thing of my deals this morning. By the way, my third year in real estate, how many homes do you think I sold?
You hit your goal.
Hit my goal.
Yeah. And that's the important thing, because we've known each other a long time, but I never knew Gene when he was selling. And a lot of people that have heard Gene, it's always been about leadership and building and recruiting and attracting. And he's phenomenal at it. But I thought it was very important that they heard that you started out as an agent. You were an agent first, and that you were the one that, you learned by being an agent and going up into leadership roles and doing very well and being successful. Still, with me, it's always your goals.
Well,
that's me too.
And first time in my life, I wrote them down, guys. This is a big thing. If you read all the sales books or anything, you have to write them down. You have to write your goals down, okay?
Yeah, well, and not only that, you have to review them.
You have to review them.
Yeah.
Here's what's funny. I laugh about it. Even when I started with, let's fast forward. Now it goes. That was 35 years ago. Mm-hmm. Now I'm growing EXP, mm-hmm. and the CEO of the company 4 years ago, he says, well, this is when we had like 1,000 agents. He goes, Gene, where do you think we're going to be? And we were at dinner one night. I go, here's where we're going to be, and I take out of my coat pocket my goals. And here's their handwritten, and he looks at me, he goes, you scare me. Like, how are we going to grow to 31,000 agents in 5 years? Well, it's real easy. I had it written down.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Lou, this does not surprise me.
No. And you review it all the time.
Review it all the time.
And I'm sure I'm not special. I'm the only one. I bet everybody you talk to consistently that are working with you that help grow the company, you're always asking that. You want to know where you're at. And another thing you've done really well all the time is you're always tracking your agents and your revenue share. You've got it's done on probably a weekly basis, if not even sometimes daily. And I always enjoy that, because one thing you've shared with me is, how do you know where you're going if you don't know where you've been?
You got to track. Mm-hmm. You've got to track. I mean, by the way, every top agent, sales agent I've ever interviewed, and I've interviewed the top agents in the country, if I ask them where they're getting their leads, they can tell me. I said, how many homes have you sold? They can tell me, Lou. Yeah. They can tell me on the spot. Well, I sold 454 homes last year, and 75 were from my sphere, 22, and they have it. Mm-hmm. And I went, well, how'd they know that? Well, they track. And the same thing with revenue share. I do the same thing in recruiting agents, or attracting agents as I call it, that I did when I was in sales. Same thing. Yep. It's all handwritten, by the way. It's really, really important to handwrite your stuff. Let me tell you why. It's commitment. Mm-hmm. You're writing it down. You can see it. You can feel it. There's something about that. There's got to be some books written on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's been a few.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? So here's two things. This is what I got out of many conversations, but this one in particular. There's two things. One, don't let anybody else determine what your goals are and that you can't do something. Don't be discouraged by that. Yeah. And number two, write them down.
That's it. And I'll tell you what, Mike Brody's saying, Gene, you can do anything you want to do. You go find those people in your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You go find those people.
And surround yourself.
That's why Lou and I, when we were regional directors together, we hung out together, because we were always challenging each other, going, hey, go do this. There's no reason we can't go do this. Mm-hmm. Hang out with the people that are, quite honestly, you got to find them.
Yep.
And you're going to find a lot of people in your life, Lou, that go the other way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Somebody asked me the other day, I'll end with this. Somebody asked me the other day, just a couple weeks ago, what if EXP wouldn't have worked out? I mean, there were only 400 agents when I came 5 years ago. What if it wouldn't have worked out? And I said, it was real simple. I would have made another real estate company very successful. And they go, what do you mean? I said, well, I would have had my goals written down. Yep. I would have done it. I mean, it's so funny. It would have worked somewhere else.
Yep.
Because guess what? It's really people growing EXP, not the model.
Exactly.
It's people attracting other people. Exactly. So go make your goals, guys.
Yeah, and go attract a Gene in your life like I have, because it will change your life and you'll never regret it.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Frederick. See you guys. Take care.